In the realm of software development, managing users in applications can often feel like a Herculean task. It's a common struggle to create a system that's efficient, secure, and easy to maintain. But fear not, there exists a solution that might just turn this daunting task into a walk in the park. Enter XAMPP and Spring Boot in Visual Studio Code, a dynamic duo that can streamline your user management process. By the end of this video, you'll be able to harness the power of these tools to add, delete, and update users like a pro. First off, let's dive into XAMPP. XAMPP is a powerful, free, and open-source cross-platform web server solution. It provides you with an easy-to-use control panel to manage PHP, Apache, and MySQL. To get started, you'll need to download and install XAMPP. Once installed, open the XAMPP control panel and start the Apache and MySQL services. Next up is Spring Boot. Spring Boot is a project that simplifies the setup and development of Spring applications. It provides a flexible way to configure Java Beans, XML configurations, and database transactions. It also offers powerful batch processing and manages REST endpoints. To utilize Spring Boot in Visual Studio Code, you need to first install Java Extension Pack from the VS Code Marketplace. With these tools ready, you can now create a Spring Boot application. In the VS Code, click on the Spring Initializer icon and fill in the necessary details for your project. This will generate a Spring Boot project for you. Open the project and navigate to the Application Properties file. Here, you'll configure your database. Make sure to fill in the correct URL, username, and password. Now, you're ready to create your user model. The user model will represent your user in the application. It includes fields like username, password, and roles. Make sure to also create a user repository, which will handle all the database operations for the user model. With the model and repository ready, you can now create a user service and a user controller. The user service will handle the business logic while the user controller will handle the HTTP requests and responses. And there you have it. You've just created a system to manage your users using XAMPP and Spring Boot in Visual Studio Code. You can now easily add, delete, and update users in your application. In summary, managing users in applications doesn't have to be a nightmare. By using XAMPP and Spring Boot in Visual Studio Code, you can create an efficient, secure, and maintainable user management system. You learned how to set up XAMPP and Spring Boot, create a Spring Boot application, configure your database, create a user model, repository, service, and controller. Now, you're ready to take your user management skills to the next level. Remember, the key is to keep exploring, keep learning, and keep coding. Until next time. Happy coding!